Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewer here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. Yeah. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Scott now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Hey, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off play action, Goff. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He has it at the 13. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Dart. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have the first down and even more. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun this time, here's Darts. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Oh, man, it's Horn. And they are on him short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They'll go. Here's Darts. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. Oh, he loses the football. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Goff. A little screen pass for Judkins. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
They kick the running back in motion. They're going to throw again. Goff. The throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Goff on 3rd. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. So Tennessee headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Tennessee to the line. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Going play action with Dart. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down. Genty from the gun. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Back to Genty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. 1 quarter done, 3 to go in this battle of elite teams. It's an early advantage for the Texans. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And the Titans have a 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
No. Set now, 1st and 10. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Dart setting in the throw here. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
9th play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the 1st.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. No run, it's Scatterboom. Fights his way through. Tackle. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 2nd quarter lead. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop. Because a broken tackle, it can mean a touchdown.
On is Cade York for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. Scott now to return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Handoff now to Judkins. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, Goff. Big strike here to Moore. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans take a second quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Jeanty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They'll air it out on 3rd. So this one on the defense. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. running it after the penalty. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Darts out of the shotgun. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance at a stand here with 3rd and 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Nissan Stadium coming up. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. This one's caught. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Giving this to Genty. And he gets in, touchdown! The Titans get some late points and the lead. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. York now for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Now is York to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Goff back to throw. He's dropped. Goff has it knocked out. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throwing is gone. Brought in right side by Moore. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Tennessee calling its second timeout now, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. A.J. Cole on to punt, and he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Titans and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. A give left side to Jeanty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here's Dart now. Finds the in route complete. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. The Texans going on offense now, just before halftime. And they'll need to be judicious in using that final timeout, Brock, but they still could put a scoring drive together before the break. Gets him on the in route. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Final timeout called by the Texans. 2nd and 3 now. Goff to the air now. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. 10 weeks have come and gone. The temperature's starting to dip a little bit here in November. Lots to show you. Let's talk about it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And this is Kenneth Walker. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Dolphins are going to wind up winning by 17. Next up, why don't we go to Foxborough and check in on the Patriots as they host the New York Jets. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. The Jets come away with a 4-point victory. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's Lamar Jackson. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. This one's gone to halftime now, and it's the Vikings lead it by a touchdown at the half. A final look now at the rest of the scores from week number 11, with Indianapolis and New Orleans enjoying the week off. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jimmy Horn here on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Coming left is Jeanty. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dart from the pistol. He's going to be caught by Tyler Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after it.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Darts looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scattaboo. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And off to Jeanty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
York now for the extra point. No problems on the extra point there. And the Titans drive their lead to 11. On now is York to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And dodge the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. Judkins on the drop down. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, Goff. Brought in right side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. And it's picked off, but, yep, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Scatterboo here on the toss. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
They got out ahead of that one, and good thing, too. That effort, right? Just that pursuit, that want-to, may have prevented a big play, and instead, well, they nearly got him for a tackle for loss.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Looking at his fullback now. And he's going to get this up to the 23. Stopped just shy, though, of getting that 1st down. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Driving forward with Scatterboo. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision, one they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here goes Dart to the air. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
This is Genty on second. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
On first down, here's Dart. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New set of downs for him from the 31. Judkins out the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans who have it to start here, and they come in trailing on the scoreboard. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun. Gone. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Starts his return from the 23. Jukes away from one. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Titans ready to take over on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's Scannable on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Well, Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now darts going to the air. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
No throw, third and long. He's going deep this time. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. Here comes the Titans punting unit. It'll be Jack Browning to kick it away. And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touchdown. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Here's Judkins on second down. He only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's going to be 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That is caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. That's more of the catch out left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, they need 7. Throwing again, it's Goff. He's got more once again. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Throwing again, here's Goff. Caught by his running back, Judkins. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Again, Goff. It's caught right side by Johnson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Texan.
On first down, it's Goff. Brought in. And in he goes for the Houston. Touchdown. The Texans now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
And that's gonna set them up just beyond their own 20. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Your start now. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the quarterback's going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Connects on the crosser. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans push the lead up to 12.
Texans 16. Dave York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense to the line fast.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Texans need to score quickly. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 20.
It's a gain of 37. That's another Texans first down.
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Throws caught. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up. From the gun, Goff. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Goff to the air now. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that brings up third and goal. Extra DBs out there now as they try to end this drive. Throwing now. And it's incomplete on third and goal. So a bit stubborn there, Brock. They just kept throwing for it after pass fell incomplete. Now they've got fourth and goal.
Yeah, and you and I both know what's going to happen when these O-linemen run off the sidelines, big fellas. They're not going to be too happy.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans trim the deficit down to 5. Approaching the final minute here, they need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. And the Titans are able to cover up the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And this one doesn't go far. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Genty from the gun. And this one is over. The Titans get the first down, and that should finish off this victory for them. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Shotgun give here to Genty. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Again, he hits the second level. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans push the lead up to 12.
Texans 23.
Now is York to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, gone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Play action here with Gong. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief. So here in Nashville, the Titans come away with the win. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.
The playoff race is taking shape. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 11. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the Houston Texans. And this is the Titans wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 79 yards for the score. The Titans are the first team to 10 wins this year. They are 10-0 with this victory. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. 12 yards on the touchdown. The Rams get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings hosting the Chicago Bears. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. This will wind up a touchdown. The Vikings get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.